Hello and welcome to another episode of Breaking Down Beautiful Work. Today we're looking at an Apple commercial. A little bit old, but it still holds up. It's an iPhone 7 commercial that came out 8 years ago. I wanted to talk about how it was shot, some comments about what makes it interesting, and just admire a beautiful piece of work. Let's take a look at the commercial.
I live in a nameless town. No need to wander around. I live in a nameless town. Blackout. Midnight, where we used to dance. Underneath the earthly halogen lamps. All went away so fast. Blackout. We'll wait for the year when the time comes.
Wow, what a piece. I absolutely love commercials like this. They take a universal human experience and pile it together in a sequence of experiences that feel so familiar and universal between many people. I genuinely think that takes talent to put them together so masterfully, and my ideal career is to work on commercials like this exclusively. I'd be all set for life. All right, so let's try to break it down. Right off the bat, such a shallow depth of field is telling me that it's a larger sensor. I'm almost sure this was a digital camera, so it's got to be something like a mini LF. I might be wrong, I don't know. It's most definitely a full frame sensor. You see this light on him, like this and beautiful, nice eye light. It's coming from the top here. I believe it's a very small light mat that they placed above the window right there. And it has an egg crate. It really isolates the light, making it fall on him like that and not spill everywhere else. We actually did a similar light setup for an AFI short film. Really simple and beautiful setup done by James Schwartz. Shout out to James Schwartz. See this car passing by? It's most definitely done practically, probably a real car. What I love about it is that it's sort of a match cut where you see the light continuation in the next scene, so it really binds well together. And again, look at the really shallow depth of field here. It's most definitely a full frame sensor. Wow, what a beautiful night setup. This is textbook beauty. Look at this light here on the bed. It's coming from the window. It's probably something, I'm not gonna guess which light exactly it was, but it's probably standing up there on like a menace arm or something, a combo stand really high up there. You can really see the shadow from the tree branches reflecting in the window and in the curtain. Practicals, I love a good practical in the scene. It's always a good idea. This light on him here is telling me that there's probably something on the inside of the room as well. Most definitely it has an egg crate on it. Otherwise it would have spilled all over the room. This way it's only hitting him. Then there's practical light coming from the phone on his face. I mean, really simple, beautiful stuff. It's a beautiful Steadicam shot. I'm not gonna guess what it's done on. Could have been anything. Could have been from a car, could have been from a skateboard. I've shot videos like this from a skateboard. See that light over there? That's something like a Condor crane. I mean, that shit is really expensive. I mean, it's Apple, they have budget. The light is there to light up this whole street. Could even be more than one actually. Look at this house. Look at the roof of this house. Probably another light right there coming here. The shadow here on this little roof thing is telling me that it's probably here, shining this way. So the rest of this, like this light, is all done. Yeah, it's a combination of all. Yeah, it's an expensive production. It's beautiful Steadicam work, Pretty harsh light on him here. It's coming from here. It's telling me it's probably kind of far away, like all the way where houses are. It's a really big source too, kind of splashing everywhere. See those lights here on the tree. Oh man, I love shooting water. Guys, this is textbook stuff. See that light over there? Like coming in between behind the branches. That's probably that big condor. Whenever you shoot anything with, oh my God, this is beautiful stuff. Whenever you shoot anything with water, you always want to make sure that you're backlighting the water. Otherwise you can't see it. So this is beautifully done. It's not just these lights up here. This light on him is telling me that there's also something else here. This light on these roofs. Yeah, it's probably all coming from here. So it's just this, I feel like it's this one big light here and another one here from the side. Really big setups. In commercials like this, it's so important to have beautiful product shots. These product shots really break it or make it your commercial. You can have really nice shots all over the place, but without product shots, it's just gonna look like a video. Really beautiful work done by the cinematographer and the team. We see that there's a warmer light reflecting here, so it's probably something there. See these little reflections in the bubbles? They're coming from here somewhere. I would go ahead and guess that there's some kind of diffusion there. The job of this diffusion is just for the fill, so it's not too dark. And then these lights, this and this, it's probably that same street light that was there already from the previous shot. And the light on his face from the phone. This is pretty simple too. Really beautiful reflections here. It's probably a light up there, also set up. I love the difference in color temperatures of these. It really adds contrast. I probably assume that these moths are CG. You can't really catch moths like that. You can't plan your shooting around moths. It's beautiful stuff. This shot is really interesting. I would guess that either this moon is CG or it's done practically. I've seen something similar before, and this production house made this huge inflatable moon and they hung it on like cords or ropes or something. Could be anything, but it looks legit. I believe it. This is most definitely CG. In any cinematography work, whether it's commercials or films, these wide shots are the most difficult and the most expensive to pull off because you need really big lights to light the entire scene without seeing the lights. There's almost never a way to do it cheaply. So let's try to break it down. If we see the shadow here, this light is coming from here somewhere. Supposedly it's like the moon, but I'm pretty sure this is CG. So in the real footage, there was a light there and they just cut it out in post to put a moon there. The way this ladder is lit is telling me that there's another light coming from here somewhere. And it's done in a way that this ladder doesn't cast a shadow here, which is really smart. Also probably using some kind of directional modifiers. There is no unmotivated shadows. This is supposedly coming from the moon. I mean, I got nothing to say about this. There's nothing to scrutinize. This is beautiful work. We got a beautiful CG deer. This is really interesting. The light from the inside of the store is actually not red. It's spread on the floor like red. So what's going on there? Is it done in color grading? Is it reflecting off of these red things on the inside? I don't know. I'd probably say it's a combination of both. Let me know what you think in the comments. See this reflection here? That's really interesting because it's reflecting as if there's a light there, but we don't see anything there. So I'm not sure how they lit it. Either it's a really clever hiding spot for that light, because it's supposed to be there, or it's comped with CG. I'm not sure. It's done so seamlessly that I can't even tell. Man, I absolutely love these little details. Look at the little eye lights in there. They didn't have to do it, but they did it. And every time you see eye light in shots, it's always like a cherry on top because it doesn't always naturally come out. You can always bring in an extra piece of lighting or reflection to give that a little bit of pop to the eyes. They had the time to do it. Here we go. 101 Los Angeles. Beautiful forest scene. See these light rays? You can only do those if you have fog. There's a bunch of ways to bring fog outside. It's either done through a fog machine if you have a generator, or through burning those little smoke cakes. It always makes your image pop and gives it more mystery, if you will. I really love these little pockets of light, how they did it here. See how there's light, and then there's dark, and then there's light again, and then there's dark, and then there's light. That's called a checkerboard. Whenever you get a chance, you should always do it. It's just one of those little tiny cinematography tricks in the cookbook to make your image just a little bit nicer. I love the shimmering of this. This looks like a really long lens, maybe 100mm. This part, again, beautiful product shot. The reflection in the perfectly smooth back of the phone. I would guess this is CG. This part, the guy, the rocks, like these trees, these branches. You can even tell this is green screen because the key is not that great. The background is comped in. I mean, it works. It's nice. But yeah, for shots like this, it's not always the best idea to shoot these practically, because first of all, you can't always find a location like that, and even if you can, you can't always light it the way you want. I think it was a clever call on their part to do it digitally. We see these branches are lit from above, these rocks are also lit from above. The guy is lit from the side because he doesn't have light on his head, so it's not coming from the top. And then these branches also looks like they're lit from here. It's really hard to say what the exact lighting setup was for the studio shot. All in all together, it really works. So beautiful stuff. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you'd like me to review next. I love these soulful commercials. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.